It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I call your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league. And we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now, the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
It's 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. 14 on the pickup. First down, Atlanta.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been the passing game to get this game started. And that last one results in a first down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Really showing off the elusiveness after the catch. That's a gain of 26.
Pre-snap, the quarterback loved that man matchup on his tight end, and a crossing route is a great man coverage beater. He's able to run away from the coverage, run to the far side of the field to a bunch of open grass. Ball's on target. Nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Patterson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, a couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun. Here's Harris. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They go play action with Wilson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Play action. It's Wilson. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air, and they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On second down, Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Wilson now to throw on third down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. McLeod now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Cousins gonna throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Cousins now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. How aggressive do you want to be? You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
Out of the gun, here's Russ. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. That's a Steeler first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Run with Harris. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Harris. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. On 4th down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers. D. Alford on the return for the Falcons. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter. and get started with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. 2 yards on the pickup on 2nd and man at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Left side in the hands of London. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Play action. Now, Wilson. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Checking it down, this one is caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. Good work to get the 1st down, and Greg, maybe good fortune that they're able to keep possession after the fumble.
And I know where his mind is, Mike. He's so focused on getting that 1st down, which he does a great job getting, but it can't come at the expense of protecting the ball. Now, in this case, he's very fortunate. He loses the ball, but it ends up going out of bounds.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Third down and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Now it's Harris. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Another run here with Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Third down, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll get this to the forward Bears, Darnell Mooney. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On first down, it's Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Cousins now on 2nd down. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Third and long. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. So a good chunk of yardage there, but still well short of the first down. Bradley Pinion getting set to punt it once again. as he is on to punt for Atlanta. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Steelers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 39 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again, Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, Wilson. That's caught right side. It's Fireman. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. Now Russ. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Tackle made by Nate Landman. From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick throw, taken in, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Play action. It's Will. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flat for the sack.
Probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Here's a screen set up for one. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they time it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
A give, and here comes Harris. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Throwing is Wilson. This one complete to Washington. They're trying to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Now, and he's into the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will take a 21-7 lead.
Falcons 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A quick throw here going to be taken by London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Still 1st down.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's complete. He's going to be hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st down, Cousins. Left side in the hands of London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. When you just show pre-snap, it is straight man coverage, and then you stay in it once the ball is snapped. It just makes it so easy on these quarterbacks, Mike, to just find the matchup that they like and exploit it. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They go play action with Cousins. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. That's complete. He's got it to London. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that third down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4 down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision, at least for the time being, barring any penalties. Now, they got 3 or 4 plays to try to end this one with a touchdown.
To throw is Cousins. And he'll take it on in. High pass. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. They go play action now. Wilson, that's over the middle and taken in by Fireman.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They run it over center with Harris. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll give it to Harris again. He will have a Steelers first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain, Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
On third down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with the touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, it's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. A first down throw for Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains. 19 for this one.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
The pressure eventually wearing down this offensive line. They get to the quarterback for the sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Second down, Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. A throw on the move is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top.
Still 1st down.
Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's brought in right side by Pickett. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Harris. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Harris. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. One more time, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Falcons 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Cousins. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. All of a sudden, an 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. So the deficit cut from 11 down to a field goal. Now they'll try an onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
The Steelers' offense ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.